school, and I, like you, wrote a lot of scholarship applications saying I was going to give back to my community, work for my community. Graduated with my bachelor's in social work. I think a lot because of the social issues that I was dealing with in my own personal family. And so, wanted to save the world, wanted to save everybody else. So go back to the tribe, cannot get a job in the social work field, end up getting a job as an educational counselor for the citizens we didn't have an on-reservation high school at that time. And so we were sending a lot of kids to the boarding schools that were in adjacent towns, Monday to Friday, Sunday to Friday, stay at the boarding school, or either off to other states like Oklahoma, California, wherever the other one is up in the Northwest. Anyway, so sending them all over. And so that's where I first started, and then got slowly moved up because I had an education college degree, one of the few. Went into the education department, became assistant director. My predecessor said, I'm leaving in a year. We need to get money for our high school. High school went to DC, not knowing how to lobby, doing all of this stuff, and not being in DC ever, and having to drive my council members around. It was horrible. Expecting my council members to do the talking to all of the senators and congressional reps that we were meeting with to lobby on our behalf. They would not do it, and I had to learn how to quickly pick up and inform and educate them, and luckily I wrote quite a bit of it as well. So lots of things like that where I'm just pushed into this, but also meeting that glass ceiling at my tribe because I'm female, male-dominated community. There was no way for upward mobility for me. Personal things happening inside, being exposed to a credit union, a credit association, and recognizing that we can create our own economy. And the needs were so great that said, I'm going to go back and get a degree in business. Get my business degree at Northern Arizona University, have an opportunity to work with tribes in the state on business and economic development. That led to me running into the two nerdy white professors, the two Harvard professors, who were doing similar things, and they're trying to convince me back to Harvard. And I said, I'm not going to get a doctorate degree. I'm going to get ostracized because I come from a traditional village. I already knew what it was like to be attacked by my own citizens because I had a college degree. And I was born and raised off res, and I couldn't speak fluently to all of them. Although I could understand them well, I couldn't speak it back to them. So lots of things came into play, and then finally deciding, okay, talking to my dean and saying, can I take leave for 2 years? I'll come back and I'll finish working up here because this is where my life and my world is, because my daughter, we're an hour and a half away from the reservation. Hour 15 if I drive fast. And she could still participate in activities. I could go out whenever I needed. And now it's going to be 6 hours straight drive from the res. I became my sister accepted Christianity. So that meant my older sister, which meant that it fell to me all, and we lost our mom. All the maternal responsibilities in my immediate family came to me. So I had to take on all of these other things on top of all of that. So that, after we made that decision, it was okay, brothers and sisters all said, it's okay, you deserve this, go and do this for 2 years. I've never gone back home. I didn't go back. 22 years I've now been here in this job because it exposed me to all of the United States and exposed me to things that I could not see when I was working for the tribe. I was too down to the weeds in what was happening, too emotional about it. And then now I can see it at that bigger level, but I can share the research work that the two nerdy white guys did and connect. I was convinced they had gone to my reservation when I first heard the work that they did, but they had never been there. They had only talked to some Cree individuals and leaders. And so that really led me to really agreeing with, we need to give this research back. We need to share this with elected leaders. Why do we reinvent the wheel when there are so many models out there for us to consider. Why can't we do sharing and sharing and sharing and educating? And so that really has been my passion, to be supportive, to be that resource and whatever that means going forward, and just to help a community. We don't ever go in and tell others what to do, because I don't want somebody else telling me and my tribe what to do. We have to come to that. We have enough brains, wits, to be able to make those decisions on ourselves. We have a lot of the answers that sometimes get shot down by our own people, but yet they're there for us, and if we just open those eyes and ears, that maybe we can do a whole lot more going forward. So anyway, there's wrapped up in all of that are all my passions about the role that I serve here at NNI, and hopefully it'll continue, because I am going to be retiring sometime, but I'll never stop this work. I'll just keep doing it in another form, but not full time.